This is your honorable, respectful, fighting man, Katie Trey, on the CCP podcast. John, thank you. As for the other one, you're nothing more than a Boy Scout.
What is happening, friends of CCP Podcasting? Well, welcome to a very special live stream here on Twitch for our friends and family of the channel. I'm Chris Page. It is late on a Saturday for us, John, but how are you, my man?
I am here, I am awake, and we are ready to do some stuff.
I mean, I've been waiting on this one literally since...
For a minute.
Yeah, real shit. The thing is this, I'm going to be perfectly upfront and I'm going to be perfectly honest. When we started doing this, and I know the guys and girls on the channel, you've heard this story, but it's very true. We went on a whim, and we had a very, very, scaled down version of what we were trying to do and what we wanted to do. And part of what we wanted to do was talk to talent and, not necessarily about their characters and what they're doing. We want to talk to them. Who are they? What makes them tick? Because all podcasts, you got to be different in some form or fashion. And the one thing that we've heard over and over and over again, and we're probably 10 or 11 shows deep that have been released with another 5 or 6 shows that are already in the can. The one thing that's been said over and over and over again is how much fun that people have when they come on our show and talk to us, because we're not the typical podcast. And we enjoy that. I enjoy it, John. It's something that sets us apart. It sets us different. It's allowing us other opportunities. Hope is Wonderful with Travis Orndorff comes to mind right off rip. Other independent companies throughout the world. Over in the UK, we've had Michael Oku stop in here. We have had, brass from North Wrestling in the UK pop in. We have had people from Portugal, Fed Heads, Talent.
Half a company from Portugal the other day. It was great.
Just pop in, and because what we're doing here is fun and it's organic, but above all else, it's real. It's not fake. We wouldn't have this opportunity if somebody out there didn't say yes, right? And in a world where people, the mentality of people is not always positive. Some people do things for the wrong reasons. Some people do things for the right reasons, but with bad intentions. You gotta build your rep, right? And the only way to do that is to get out there and try. And our guest tonight, we've talked about it for the last couple of weeks. Actually, for probably the last 6 weeks, we've been advertising it.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
The gentleman who I credit that started it all for us, for our platform and what we are trying to accomplish, is here live tonight from Adelaide, Australia. He is the current ACW World's Heavyweight Champion. Let's give it up for Redshaw. What's happening, brother? How are you?
Hello, yeah, very good. It's great to be here. Great introduction. No, good to be back on here. Really looking forward to today's episode. Thank you for having me on again, and ready to get into it.
I mean, John, we go ahead and say your hellos live.
Hi.
Oh, he's
It's glad
fangirling.
to have you back, Tom. A little bit, always do. It's a pleasure. We've grown a lot since you've been here last, since you gave us an opportunity to sit down with you and talk to you, and you have also grown a ton. Your career has really taken off over there. You've gained some more titles. You had an amazing run in the Fringe. You guys had some just phenomenal stories left and right all over the place. All the shows from that month were fabulous. We watched them here on the show with our audience, and everybody had a blast with it. You guys are the benchmark for us on what it is to do indie wrestling, and we love to have you back.
No, thank you. No, it's been great here. Over the last few months in Adelaide, RCW, ACW, really hitting their strides and taking off. Like we had the big Fringe run. We've had the Big Shed Brewery show just been, with RCW, and ACW is coming along really well with their new YouTube channel and that sort of stuff. So we're all firing on all cylinders at the moment, which is a great thing for Adelaide and Australian wrestling as a whole.
In chat, we see Lexi Gold, we see Max Stone, we see several other people that I got to scroll up on, and I can't do that right this second. Lexi Gold sends her hellos to you, Redshaw. Max Stone says, "Up the man." So it's safe to say that we've got some people in chat that know exactly who you are, and I'm here for it. I'm glad you guys are joining us on a late night. Listen, we're going to jump into some of Redshaw's best moments and some of his best matches. And as we're watching these back, guys, we're going to just shoot the breeze and have a little conversation and see where it takes us. John, are you ready to get started?
I've been ready.
All right, let's go in 3, 2, 1, play. The first match that we're going to be taking a look at, Redshaw, why don't you set this one up for us? Because when we talked to you on Beyond the Bell, you credited this match with Rocky Menero as one of your first big breaking moments down in Adelaide. So set the stage for us as you're coming in to challenge for the Riot City Wrestling Heavyweight Championship right here.
Yeah, so this was in my debut year. Turned from When I turned from referee to wrestler, I had a couple run-ins with Rocky Menero. But then, turned to a wrestler. Went on a 10-0 run, which got me straight to the top, and gave me the RCW Championship match against Rocky himself. So, it was an amazing first year, and then to cap it off with this title match was a very special moment. Myself and Rocky, personally outside of wrestling, knew each other and had a great relationship. So this was an amazing opportunity for me to get into the ring with the legend of Australian wrestling.
I can't remember if I've seen this or not. I know that there's several on this run that I haven't seen, but when we were talking about putting stuff together and what do we want to watch, this, that, and the other, you're like, let's find some stuff that you have done, and I tried to pull some matches that had some sort of meaning to you, the talent, especially being involved in it. But before we get too deep into this, man, I don't even know if we can talk about this. If you don't want to talk about it, just say no. But outside of professional wrestling, brother, I read that you got back into football, and you had yourself a game and you pulled a win yesterday.
Yeah, I play a bit of football on and off when there's no wrestling on weekends and stuff like that. So went out yesterday here in Adelaide and played, and we were lucky enough to get the win, which was great. So, always good to just do something different, something that I used to do before wrestling as well. So which was fun.
I'm not gonna
What
lie.
position do you play?
Yeah, go ahead.
So I play in the ruck, so playing Aussie rules football. Obviously different to the American football. I play in the centre in the ruck position.
I got it.
Is it a
This.
what sport is it mostly like? Is it like a cross between football and rugby, or like is there something else to it?
I think it's equatable to rugby here in the States.
Yeah, it's similar to rugby and like Gaelic football. If you've seen that, the Irish one.
Yeah.
So that's probably what it's similar. It's mixed between those two, really. But like that oval-shaped ball, and we can run with it, kick it, handball it, that sort of stuff, tackle each other. So it's a free-flowing game, which is great. So a little bit different to the American.
Oh, that's awesome.
I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I laughed a little bit when I read the caption. So now that we were talking about it, so I saw it on Instagram, and I saw you said senior football, and I had to laugh because I think I'm older than you. and that makes me a senior. And to see it called senior football, and I'm like, how, what? Because senior here is like
Hold
55
on a
and
minute.
older. I'm like, wait, hold on. I'm feeling attacked here because I'm a senior.
Yeah, that was more for because it was a once you get out of the once you get into the adult league, I guess A and B grade and that sort of stuff. That's classed as senior football. So I had my milestone match of 100 matches played, 100 games played in the senior football, which is
Nice.
A and B grades.
Congratulations on
So yeah,
that.
thank you. So yeah, they don't count the junior stuff. So that's just why the senior was put in there.
That's
Oh,
hilarious, though.
Rocky
You got
Menero.
all offended for your ages, for the ageism attack.
No, I laughed at it. I was like, well, I'm old, but senior, okay. Well, Rocky Menero comes in here looking cocky as hell. I don't think he realizes the fight that he's really in for.
I mean, but he's the legend. Come on.
I know, but I mean, look,
Yeah,
Redshaw's primed over here. He's ready.
he was on a big run as the ACW champion. I think he holds the record for the most days held as champion there. So he was on a huge run against a rookie. I think he was pretty confident. I had a lot of adrenaline flowing through me this night, so very
Well,
Oh,
pumped
I
up.
bet.
this is a big opportunity for you, and rightfully so. You're not even quite a year into the industry, and we know Rocky based on what we've seen and the direction that a lot of you guys in Australia have pointed us to as being one of those legends. Like, right, I was about to ask you a minute ago. Like, here he's in Riot City. This is off of Riot City Wrestling's YouTube page. Go over, hit the like, hit the subscribe, guys. But Rocky's kind of everywhere. He's in Melbourne now
Oh,
doing some stuff with Melbourne City Wrestling. And it's even now, like, he's rocking it out over there.
Yeah, no, he had some time off with some injury concerns, but now he's back in. He's a GM of MCW over in Melbourne, and yeah, he's got back in the ring himself. So it's good to see him back in there. But,
Look at the power. Redshaw says, not today, son.
I mean, Monero had a good start there, and I thought it was going to look bad for him, but you powered him out of that corner and drilled him on the other side, and that was the end of that mess.
yeah, I think he definitely underestimated me a little bit, but
Big
he
backdrop drop.
very smart wrestler he is though.
I mean, anybody that's been in it, it's that old saying, whenever you see an old man in a young man's game, right?
Yeah, he
You
may
don't,
not.
you don't get to be a legend by not standing through the fire for a few years, it's a crucible, that ring is.
Yeah, 100%, and the amount of knowledge he's got and the way to outsmart people. Yeah, he's got it all in there.
You're very eager to reach out there and just grab him by the head.
Yeah, well, if I had it my way, I would have tried to finish this as soon as possible, try and get out and get him. But he had his little goon out there as well, so
The
couldn't
numbers
get to
game is
him.
always a factor.
Yeah, another legend out the ring there, Tyler Daniels. He's another legend Australian wrestling, 20 plus years. So he's I got out there with those two, I'll be in big trouble.
That's at least you recognize it off rip. You're like, nope, this is a problem. I'm gonna need to stay my ass right inside this ring.
Monero's going to need to not turn his back. He got caught.
Yep. Yeah,
Definitely
you just walked him into that turnbuckle.
utilizing the power game, man. Got to use what you got. And in the big man's case, he's got all the assets right there to make that happen. And if Monero's going to be cocky about it, why not make him pay? Nice double
Oh.
axe handle. How nervous were
Almost a
you
three.
looking back at this, walking into your first big main event? Or were you nervous? Maybe that's probably a better question to ask.
Oh, yeah, crazy nervous. Yeah, obviously, 10 matches in or whatever it was, RCW Championship match main event. Yeah, it was in against a guy who, I had a personal relationship with, who I looked up to and helped sort of train me. Was crazy nerves. Um, just that you guys can see, I'm going flat out, 100 miles per hour in this ring at the moment. So nervous, just trying to get through it without making any dumb mistakes. But no, it was a crazy time, and I still look to this as one of my best matches that I've had so far in my career.
Was this one of those, let's call it when we're out there, or did you guys have an idea going into this and how you wanted to tell the story?
Yeah, we had most of an idea of what we wanted to tell, and then just made sure I listened where I needed to, and some of the stuff we called out there. But a lot of it was organised, and Rocky knew what direction we sort of wanted to go in. And just
I'm sure that
went
helped a
in there.
little bit in the anxiety department, at least having the plan. Ooh.
Yeah, definitely. And
Does that look familiar?
there's a threat.
There you go.
But no, it's good that when you're in there with someone like that who just pretty much just says, "Listen to me, and you'll be fine." Having that opportunity is always great. Because you're in safe hands with a legend like that. So
Right.
Nice.
it wasn't as bad as you go in against someone who's on your level. You got someone who will look after you a bit more.
Both of you just ball of nerves all over the place. He does seem very calm, cool, and collected in there. Like he's got it together. He's just going through the rigmarole of what goes on in the ring. He seems very, very clean.
Oh yeah, definitely. That's just the years of knowledge and experience. He was just at a walk in the park for him. But no, he makes it all look very easy, and it was credit to have him in there trying to calm me down and do the match as well as that.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think in your case it would be easier getting settled in and getting focused on the match, having somebody with that kind of a tenure in there with you.
Yeah, 100%. And he's got the hard job of controlling the match, controlling my nerves and emotions, and then making that all go through. I've got the easy job of just listening and hitting my spots. So credit to him for that.
That is definitely the job of Envy there, just to listen and do your job.
The crowd rallying
Yeah,
behind you.
definitely.
Yeah, that's impressive. That even against a guy like Menero here, who has been in hell of a run up reversal there. A guy that's been in the business as long as he has been, and to have the crowd getting behind you in the arena has got to be a big deal to you. Did you hear them at all, or were you just involved?
I could hear him in spots, definitely. I've gotten better at that, obviously, in the years gone past at listening and reacting to the crowd. But I could hear him in bits and pieces in this one. But Rocky is so good at getting heat that no one really liked him. So as much as I had my
easier.
Yeah, as much as I had I had lots of friends and family there for this match, and my fans, but having such a hated heel against you, it's a good for you.
I mean, it definitely goes to the adage that you're only as good as your heel is horrible. So
Yeah, definitely, and yeah, he made that job really easy. To get the love there.
oh
Just cut you off with one right hand.
yeah, he did those rights, boy. Damn.
Oh, I can tell you now, I've felt plenty of those punches from him, and my jaw's still not the same. Those ones hurt.
I imagine you almost have a physical reaction watching it back now. You're just like, oh, I remember that. That was horrible.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, I copped a couple on this one, and then there's a couple early fringe shows in my career against him, and I've copped a few in them, so they definitely hurt.
He looks like he's taking your jaw off in there.
He's not far off it, I can tell you that.
He's like, we're gonna make this
He's
look
one of those
good.
old-
Let's go.
He's old school. He keeps him snug. Don't worry about that.
Setting him up, looking for that big power slam. Oh, there's the goon.
Oh.
Come on, referee, call for the bell. Or get rid of him.
Saved him
Get
right
rid of
there.
him.
That was it. There he's out. It doesn't change what happened, but it does stop it from happening again. Man, the grin on your face just there, you're waving at him. It's like, yeah, get the hell out of here, boss. I got shit to do.
Definitely, it's good to get rid of him.
Oh, that changes the whole perspective of the match for you. Because now you can actually focus on him. Oh!
Oh! Thought he was going to pull that on you right there, bro. I was about to get upset. I'm going to tell you this. Menero's done a really good job of trying to counteract the power game. And he just ran right into that belly-to-belly.
Right into it. As you were saying...
Yeah, literally.
He has done a great job so far this match to keep cutting you off and keep you from getting your momentum. But, man, he walked into this.
There's a slam.
Oh.
We got him. Oh.
No.
There's a delayed count. Shenanigans on the zebra. I'm calling shenanigans. You should have a new RCW champion right here, and that's not the case.
Yeah, I'll explain at the end something. You'll see something at the end. I'll explain what
He
happened
almost
there.
kicked off of there. Yeah, he does. Slides right off the back end.
Oh.
Ugh. That rolling neck breaker.
Not enough.
He'd kick out at 2 from Redshaw. Rocky Menero not happy with that. A very strong, very defiant.
Wasting time though there, Menero. Jawing at the ref, telling him how he should have done better.
How's everything going with the Beers and Brawls podcast? You still putting out episodes of that?
Yeah, no, everything's going really good. Yeah, I got one lined up for next week. We'll have an episode dropping at the end of next week, hopefully.
All right.
Oh yeah, we just one a month with that one at the moment, which is enough for my schedule.
There's two.
That's twice.
Oh.
He does give it.
Oh.
Yeah, I thought he was saying no, it was just a 2 count. I'm like, wait, that's again, bro? Come on.
Yeah, there's some games coming up. Don't you worry.
Oh, is there some fuckery in our midst?
Hang on, Sean, hang on. What? Rocky Menero's calling for the replay.
I mean,
What? But that's not.
So there was stipulation that there was going to be one review allowed. So going into this match, there was one third umpire review allowed for the match, and Rocky's using that right now. So
So what you're saying is, under that stipulation, the best thing you could have done is immediately after you won the belt, just use the review anyway.
That's right.
Yeah, could have, yeah, but he's called for that review now because he reckons he's kicked out before the 3 count. So goes to the third umpire here.
Decision pending.
No pinfall. That no good son of a bitch. Oh, wait a second
And
now.
of course, while you're not paying attention,
Oh, ho, 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 ho.
Oh, come on. Rocky Menero still.
Oh, the bastard.
Yeah, well, you can't. There's only one.
Oh, you're pissed. you slammed that mat.
as he should be.
Got a couple of
Yeah,
questions.
so
Go ahead.
that first power slam was meant to be the finish, and the ref decided to stop the count early. But yeah, we were meant to go there, and he just pulled the count, so we had to just make some stuff up, get to the power slam again, and then we went to the third umpire. So yeah, he made sure that he could protect his title by having that in there. Yeah, it was a amazing match, and I don't know if you saw after the third umpire, the show was called Red Dawn. So
Yeah.
got the show named after myself with the red in there, which was an amazing experience as well to have not only main event title match but the show named after me. Yeah, it was an amazing time. Very grateful for everyone involved to get me to that stage.
That was a solid match for you right there. I want to go to the chat real quick. We've got a couple of questions for you as we get ready to go into your next match. Andreas asks, what inspires you to be a professional wrestler?
Yeah, just like most people, the love of it as growing up as a kid, and then discovering it, the local scene, and actually discovering that in Australia it was available for us to do, and then meeting some of the wrestlers and talking to them about it and finding out what it's all about, and then just jumped in. I love team sport, and this was putting in team sport and wrestling together is amazing. So yeah, that made me want to do it.
John, let's go ahead and get started on this next match. Let's go, and you should be at the 39-49 in 3, 2, 1, play. And John, why don't you ask Lexi's question for her?
Lexi wants to know, she says, I like to ask this question, but is there a special meaning behind your ring name? And I know that we talked about this at one point. How did you get the name Redshaw? How did that come about?
Yeah, it was actually just at training one day. Someone said, well, actually a guy that you would know, Katie Trey, just said the name. He was like, "Oh, I've got a cool name for you," and he said Redshaw, and I was like, "Oh, that's pretty cool." I just kept that in the back of my mind, and then when it came to my first my debut as a referee, they said, "You need a name. What's your name?" And that popped into my head and rolled with that. So no special meaning, unfortunately, but it's a cool name.
Hey, being named by Katie Trey is not a story. That's a better than zero story. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
I think I told you this via DMs. So when we talked to Katie, I had a little boom microphone. I had to get rid of it because for whatever reason the volume jumped up and down. But I had, when I sent off for the T-shirt, which guys you can pick up yours at ProWrestlingTees.com/Redshaw. You can also find Redshaw on X and on Instagram at Redshaw Pro. You can reach out to him there too if you have problems with Pro Wrestling Tees. You want to pick up some merch. But you sent me, expecting just to get a T-shirt. You sent me this little, the little air freshener, and I hung it on the microphone for the longest time. I still have it. It's here.
Yeah, it's right there on the desk. It's at every show.
Yeah, it
There
makes.
you go.
We have a Redshaw appearance in every program. I told you I was going to do it. And it's a rib, but I didn't lie. It's in every show. So Katie, as we get to the tail end of the interview, and I'm like, hey man, I'm not sure if you saw, but we had another guest or another special guest, and I pointed at the freshener, and he's like, yeah, I saw it. I just didn't want to say anything about it. It's just like, dude, it was great.
Yeah, no. Thank you for that. Appreciate you putting that out there. But yeah, Katie Trey, he's a special wrestler. But no, he's doing great things. He's done great things. ACW champion, that sort of stuff. And
Just don't call him the
he's
former champ. Just don't call him that.
yeah, that's right. He hates that. But he's making great progress, making waves. He's doing a great job.
Now you're coming into this as the Emerald Crown champion. So, guys, if you're here live and you haven't listened to our Beyond the Bell with Redshaw, I implore you go over to the YouTube channel, hit the like, hit the subscribe. The Emerald Crown is the equivalent of kind of like here in the States, like a TV championship. It's got a 15-minute time limit. And I pulled this one specifically because you and Mr. Cliff seem to, kind of have a little bit of a rivalry in the Adelaide area between different promotions. So I wanted to pull this one because, on our shows, I have a lot of fun with Mr. Cliff. I give the Cliff character a lot of shit. A lot. But I wanted to pull that. Look at you. You can look at it, bro, but you can't touch it. And the gentleman in the ring that you see with him, if you haven't listened to everything or saw the spotlight shows, that's AMT. That's kind of Redshaw's hype man. So give us a little background on AMT for those in chat and that may not be familiar, and a little bit of background on what it meant to get the Emerald Crown. Because that's like a two-part story. Like you got the Jet Armstrong piece where that rat bastard cashed in on you, but then you've got your run here. So both of those little nuggets for the listeners and the viewers.
Yeah, so AMT used to run with the Pereira boys years ago in RCW. He was their sort of hype man and third member of the team. Then he took some time off. Came back, approached me, and just sort of we had a good relationship, good friendship, and yeah, just approached me with what he wanted to do, and I felt like I could use him for a bit as a hype man. So yeah, he came in and became the hype man, and the crowd loved him straight away. And it's good to have him there. It's good to have someone watching my back, especially with like you said, was tag team with Jet Armstrong and Jimmy C.
Mm-hmm.
They decided to turn their back and cash in that key to the city, which made me lose the Emerald Crown that I had for 2 seconds. But yeah, then I was able to get it back at the full ring.
Let's not pretend that you didn't defeat Katie Trey to pick up that Emerald Crown that you latched onto for a couple of seconds. But just want to throw that out there, Mr. Trey, if you're watching.
No, I had a great match with Katie Trey. We've had some awesome matches, myself and him.
You're
so yeah, awesome match.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to step on you.
For the Emerald Crown.
Your RCW championship match was rock solid too. I didn't mean to step on you. We have a little delay here between the U.S. and Australia.
That's all good. It's all good. It was amazing to get the Emerald Crown again and actually have a run with it. And then myself and Mr. Cliff seem to be wrestling everywhere. We've wrestled all over Australia, South Australia, me and him. So it's a great little rivalry we've got going.
That's a good thing though, because again, if you take independent wrestling and you throw it back to the territory days, which is kind of where the indies are going now. Back in the territories, you didn't have TV everywhere, so if you could find a program with somebody that clicked and that hit, you could travel with it. And that seems like that's a little bit of piece of what's going on here. And that's kind of why I pulled this, because we have another match with Mr. Cliff coming up where he's actually defending the ACW championship against you. So I thought it would be kind of cool to show some context of this match was a couple years ago maybe versus one that was maybe like not even a year ago, so we could see how far you both come in ring. Mr. Cliff is a little bastard of a heel. It seems like he would be a perfect foil to your babyface.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, this match was a year ago, and I was lucky enough to have Mr. Cliff's first match in Riot City. I was able to beat him in like 2 minutes, which was great fun. But he has come a very long way in a short period of time. He's done a very, very good job. He's a great heel, great character. We got good chemistry in there together since, obviously we've wrestled each other so many times already. But to get himself an ACW title, or he won the ACW title, he's definitely deserved it and done a great job. And he's a good little heel to play with.
Uh-oh.
I don't want to detract from the fact that in all the years I've watched wrestling, I've always seen the referee check the guys. I've never seen them actually catch them with shit on them at the start of the match. And he didn't just catch him with one thing. He caught him with like 5 or 6 rulers, and like he had a pile of weapons on him.
Yeah, no, that was his plan coming in. He tried to trick the referee with a few smaller rulers and then hit me with the big ruler. But that didn't work out for him very well. But yeah, he's a crafty little heel. Loves his
it was perfect. You subvert the expectation by actually having him get caught with stuff because you expect him to get away with it. That's the way it works. But to have the ref actually catch him at the front end of the match, that was spot on.
Picks up the win.
All because the referee did his job and took away the advantages.
Yeah, it was a good little match there. Great venue. We actually we just did this venue again on the Friday night just been. Yeah. And we had, you can see that crowd there. We had more than that at the show just been.
I think you guys have been growing since this show last year and then some. And I guarantee after the Fringe, you guys packed the big shed.
Oh, no doubt.
Yeah, definitely. We had 300 last time, and this time we had in the 400s. So that was very, very packed and very loud on the Friday night.
Oh, Angus Dacey, I'm looking at you. Friday's right around the corner, which means we should be watching that one next Monday, John. Oh, he just gave it to Mr. Cliff.
We see you in chat, sir. We are doing a little watch along with our friend Redshaw here. He is a champ from Australia, representing several companies over there, has been doing amazing things. And he's graced us with some time tonight to watch back some of his career.
What a match. That was a good little match, man. The crowd always seems to be jacked and stacked when it comes to you.
Anybody that's beating on Mr. Cliff gets the fans going.
That's a very good point.
Definitely. He gets the crowd going. He fires them up. The kids hate him, which is great.
I hate him.
So
I love everything he does, but I hate his face. I want to punch him so bad. I feel about Mr. Cliff the way Paige feels about Katie Trey.
Yep. Okay. Good point. Touche.
If you want to see somebody that make me put my tights on and go smack the shit out their mouth, that guy right there in a quickness.
John, what's your problem with authority figures? What's going on? I mean, is it because
I don't like authority figures, and the fact that he likes to shove demerits in people's mouths is just the disrespect, man. The disrespect.
So I was desperately trying to find the ladder match with you and Jett versus Dean and Delta. And I couldn't remember the show for the life of me, and so because I wanted to show something with you and Jett Armstrong. 'Cause I don't think that I've seen a tag match with the two of you, and I thought that would be a good one. I just couldn't find it. I couldn't remember the show, and then I got frustrated. But I did find one, and it is from Trial by Stone 2022. This is you and Jett taking on Downunder, and I forget Downunder's partner's name. But John will get started on this, and we'll roll into picking the brain a little bit more of Redshaw. 3, 2, 1, play. Your story with Jett, as we've previously talked about, was one that really stood out. Jesse Hendy, yeah. Outback's Most Wanted. Outback, first of all, now has got one of the sweetest mullets in the game. I don't care what anybody has to say. That dude's got some luscious locks and should be proud. And if anybody's
Downunder does have the mullet on lock,
and if he's gonna rock the mullet like that in 2024, I know that he is one tough bastard. What is it like getting in there and dancing with Downunder? Because I'm sure your paths have crossed in the scene down there. He just looks like he's a tough bastard.
Yeah, he definitely is. Downunder, I've had my most matches against Downunder. So me and him most of my matches have been against him. So we've wrestled a lot of times, and we've got a lot more coming up by the look of it. But he's country born and bred, tough as they come. Takes no shit, doesn't give a shit. He's a tough bastard. So it's great to be in there with him. Me and him have developed such a great chemistry that we know each other back to front. We can just go in there tomorrow and have a match on the fly, no problem. We know each other's stuff, know what we're doing. It's great to be in there with him. He hits like a train, but wouldn't have it any other way.
Yeah, but you're the beast.
Yeah,
so.
He looks like he's got that, like, I'm from a farm in the outback kind of strength to him, for sure.
Yeah, and that's 100% what he is. Farm boy. He's out there throwing hay and throwing sheep and all that sort of stuff. So he's done all that. So he's got that strength about him.
Yeah, I have no doubt. He seems like that kind of character. Oh.
It was good. It was good with Jett while it lasted. We sort of in my early career, we would tag up randomly at some different shows, some different random festival shows and stuff like that. We developed that friendship, and then we decided to make it official, as they would say, and become an actual tag team and state our claim. And obviously the plan was, when we won that ladder match, to use that key to become tag team champions. But him and Jimmy had some other ideas in mind.
He had a different agenda going into that.
And embarked on what was a really solid storyline, culminating in I got to watch the story back on your spotlight video. Leading into your match with Jett, they did this great hype up video for the match right before you guys came out, and it ended exactly like it should have, in like 15 seconds. Like, it was done. You have pissed off the big man, and he's coming to collect, and that was perfectly done.
Yeah, I can't disagree with that at all.
Yeah, no, that was we didn't want it to be, we wanted a longer match, but there was just some stuff in play that unfortunately we just had to make it nice and quick. But looking back on it, it was good. good for the story, and we ended up having a great match after that at the Fringe.
Yeah,
as
it
the
was
rematch.
that like perfect setup for what was to come between the two of you. And I think if it hadn't have gone the way that it did, that maybe there wouldn't have needed to be this decisive match that you had that was phenomenal after the fact.
Yeah, 100%. It set up the story really well for what was going to become, a great match, and was able to give us a great outing against each other. And I think it was went up for match of the year at our end of the year awards as well. So it was good to be able to put a contender into that.
I just like the fact that the crowd got so invested into the story itself, like the beginning, middle, end, all of it. It was that
Great
roller
story.
coaster.
Of course they got invested.
I'm just saying, sometimes you get fans that just sit on their hands and they can like what they see regardless, but they're very vocal and they just bought in. And it was good. It's one of the better storylines that I've seen play out in Riot City. And I keep in mind, for context purposes, we've only been watching Riot City for like 8 months. And there's a shitload of Riot City I haven't seen. So,
oh yeah, a lot.
Yeah, we definitely have had some great storylines throughout the last couple of years, and everyone really got invested into myself and Jett and the Emerald Crown story. So it was great to be able to do something that people actually liked and invested in.
I can't remember the show, but like in my head as a fan, I remember like this was the moment that I feel like you were a made man with Riot City. It was in the middle of this program. You got injured or something. You weren't around for a show or two. Jett was running with the Emerald Crown, and you popped up like unexpected. You popped out through the curtain, and when you came out, that place came unfucking glued.
The roof flew
And
off.
I was like, that's the moment right there that you're a star. Like hands down. I think you had glasses on because I can't remember if you did. I feel like you took off some glasses and you stared a hole through him before you came to the ring. It was that moment, man. It was solid stuff.
Yeah, no, it was obviously they played some tricks with me and got me suspended and did different stuff like that. So when I was able to show up like that, without anyone sort of knowing I was coming, was great experience, and was able to get the crowd fired up, set us up for what we had to come.
Oh, the power. The power. Eat it.
You just tossed him around like a teddy bear, dude.
Tag Jett into the ring. That is going to do it. Jett-Shaw.
That was a great
it was good because it was a good match. It's annoying what happened. Oh, we already got the key there. That's good. It's annoying that me and Jett were just starting to really cook, and our chemistry was just getting better and better. And I think we would have had a great run as tag team champions. Unfortunately, he changed his mind, which would have been not long after this match by the look of the key to the city in our hand. So
yeah, no, it wasn't. It was shortly after this. I think a show or two.
Yeah, there was a.
But a little story.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say a little story that we had with that key was after we won it, I never touched the key. So we just had a little Easter egg in there. We just did little things like that. Once we won that key, I never touched the key at all. It was always with Jett or Jimmy. So that set up for that turn. And then when I did win the Emerald Crown for that 2 seconds, I never actually got to touch the belt. So we just threw in little things like that. It was always Jimmy and Jett. I never actually got to hold anything until I actually beat him properly for the title. So cool little things
Maybe
like
that's
that we
why
wanted.
I liked it so much when you won those things, because you actually got, like, when you got the Emerald Crown, it was like, oh, and it's his for real. He gets to go around with it.
Yeah, exactly. I actually got it in my hands for the first time and was able to hold it, and then the realization comes that, oh, this is actually mine now. No one's taken it off me. So it was good little things like that we tried to sprinkle through, just in case anyone was paying real attention to it.
We were.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. There were little things, and you say like you didn't touch the key, and like to be fair, let's go back and pull it. Like you pulled the key down, if I'm not mistaken. Like weren't you the one that collected the key to begin with?
No, Jett did. I had Jett on my shoulders.
That's right, on your shoulders.
Yeah, so I
Yeah, but
climbed with
without
him on my
you,
shoulders.
without
Yeah.
you, there was no key, and that was just, it was part of the story, and we loved it.
Yeah, so I think there's probably a photo of me right after the match holding the key, but that would be the first and only time that I touched it. After that, it was all Jett's and Jimmy's. I never got to go near it. And yeah, and all the promos, is always them guys talking about them, and I was sort of the left out a little bit. So I should have saw it coming, but I was too blinded by the line.
Armstrong should tag up.
Yeah, that would be a great one. I want to wrestle him 1-on-1. We've had a few tag and multi-man matches, but I want to wrestle him first before I ask him to be a tag team partner. He's a great wrestler, another legend. And it's a quick little story. We were doing a festival show down by the beach a couple of years ago, and I was wrestling him in a tag team match. I think it was 2 or 3 minutes into the match, copped a back elbow from him, caught me under the jaw and split me open completely. I think I had about 10 or 11 stitches, big huge hole under my chin. So I owe Nick for that one. So I'll have to take him out first before tag team.
Like, I gotta send receipts before we tag up and become friends. Hold on.
Hold that thought. We
Yeah,
got this little issue.
It cost me a few dates, a few wrestling dates. So I wasn't happy with him after that.
Well, you could take it out of his rear end first. We watched our 3 matches from Riot City. I've got 3 matches from Adelaide Championship Wrestling, so we can kind of split the time with the companies, and because Adelaide I don't really know a whole lot about outside of what I have learned from you and just chatting with you on and off since our previous shows. Like, fun fact, guys, we build relationships here. Like, we're not guys that just don't keep up with people. I try and send Redshaw DMs, like, if not every week, every other week, just to catch up and say, hey man, hope you're doing good. I see you're doing this, and this. Rock on. You got anything we can watch? By putting this together, there are a couple of full shows, John, from Adelaide Championship Wrestling that we'll circle. Okay, all right. As long as you know, we'll circle around and get them watched on our Monday night time slot. This is from ACW. I believe Mr. Cliff is coming in with the championship here. I'm not sure 100% because I have not seen it. I don't think I've seen any of this for sure. So you'll get genuine reactions here. John, you should be 11 minutes, 32 seconds.
Yep.
All right, 3, 2, 1, play. And Redshaw, if you could tell us a little bit about ACW, or tell John and the viewers a little bit. I need to step away for just 1 second. I'll be right back.
Say it again.
Yeah, no worries.
You picked up a win here tonight.
Yeah, ACW. they've just released this new YouTube series, ACW Thunderstruck. So there's going to be a lot more content coming out from them. They have full shows on their YouTube channel as well, but they're quickly becoming better and better here in Adelaide. They've turned their gym into a great little studio, which we're filming these episodes in. And yeah, they've got some great talent in there, their own talent, and then some of the other guys like Cliff and myself coming through. I don't know what he's cracking on about here,
You
but
wouldn't have kicked out of that textbook pedigree, and I had you beat. You know that you had to resort to cheating to measure up to Mr. Cliff.
Big claims.
Now I know that our general manager saw what happened out there, and I'm going to go and have a very stern word with him to make this right.
A stern word.
That's-
Come from Mr.
that's
Cliff,
the
that
shit.
almost terrifies me.
Or you, to me. What do you want? I want you to do something about what Redshaw did to me in our match on the weekend.
What Redshaw did to you?
Yeah, use that steel chair on me.
You mean the chair that you brought into the
No.
ring?
I didn't need to use it. He did.
Look, I saw what happened.
It doesn't matter what you saw, because what you saw was me earn a victory over your ACW champion. So what are you going to do about it to make it right?
yeah, I lost that match by DQ, but
You know what we'll do about it?
he didn't get the title, but a bit of a screw job, but
We'll have a rematch.
got to keep the title, which was
anybody that gets to screw over Mr. Cliff is get bonus brownie points in my book, so it's fine.
Just talk yourself out of detention.
he thought he was smart, but obviously he didn't win himself the title in that situation.
I'm going to
I think
assume
he's-
it was kind of an Eddie Guerrero scenario where he's the one that slid into the chair and threw it at you.
Yeah, pretty much, exactly that. Yeah, he thought he had the right idea, but
Thunderstruck immediately on the way with Redshaw accompanied by his hype man AMT defending the ACW Heavyweight Championship against Mr. Cliff, who unwisely...
He tried it again there.
Only a one count, throwing the ruler at Redshaw and attempt to distract him.
I think
For another pin.
in this match, if I get DQ'd, he wins the title. There was a stipulation we put in for this one.
Mr. Cliff carries that roller around everywhere with him. I don't think I've seen him walking around in the locker room without the roller.
I think he needs it for self-defense. in the
I actually
locker room.
kind of like the venue here. You get to black out a lot of the stuff going on.
I don't know if it's for self.
It would be good.
Yeah,
for
so this is
recording.
This is ACW's home base, their gym, and they keep improving it every month. They've blacked it all out, getting new lights, new music systems. They're improving it every single month. So every month we do shows here that are going to be part of this Thunderstruck series. You're going to look better and better every time. They're making great improvements to their venue.
I like it. It looks like a really good place to record in.
Yeah, definitely, and that was their plan, to make it like an actual TV studio style, so we can make these YouTube videos and series. So yeah, it's getting better and better. They are every month.
He's just been utterly bamboozled by Redshaw. AMT.
I think everything we see from you guys down there is getting better and better every time we see it. Between Riot, ACW, Fringe, like all the stuff that you guys have going on. You have big events too, like massive events like Big Shed and the Fringe that are just incredible. So you guys have been building some really crazy venues, some really built-in audiences, and I love to see that.
Yeah, we're not slowing down, which is great. Everyone's pushing each other to be better and better. Everyone's training hard and battling for spots. So then that means the quality of the shows is getting better and better, because everyone knows, if you're not performing, you're out. Someone else will take your spot in no time. So it's making everyone step up, and all the companies are improving their product. Like we're saying, the ACW and that sort of stuff. So more and more bigger shows,
Yeah.
more and more polished product. and yeah, it's putting us up there in the top companies in Australia. That's where we want to be.
More intelligent than Mr. Cliff, and he's got Mr. Cliff exactly where he wants him at the moment, and that's right.
Yeah, no, you guys are well on your way to building that kind of an audience there. What was the influx of interest like in Australian wrestling after the WWE came?
Yeah, huge. You know, we saw, you know, the crowd increase. We had a few. We had a tryout for Riot City, which had
we
like 30
definitely
people.
saw that. Yeah.
30 people come and try out. That was amazing. You see a lot of people at the show.
I know that Delta was involved in that. Were you involved in that too?
No, I didn't go down to that one. I was busy that day. But no, it's great to see a lot of newbies and, you know, a lot of rookies coming through. Yeah, you see a lot of people at the shows wearing the Elimination Chamber shirts and stuff like that. New faces that you haven't seen before. So it's great to get in there.
That was a massive exposure for you guys to have as many people talking about, especially Riot there on massive global television like that. It was huge.
Yeah, it was crazy to have them name drop, not just Riot City, but name drop the Backdoors and guys like that helped train Rhea and made Rhea who she is. So to have them guys have their name dropped on national TV products like WWE was insane. And then to have, when Indy Hartwell came out, to have her companies in Melbourne name drop and her trainers and that sort of stuff, Grayson Waller, was crazy for the Australian product. We've never had that sort of name dropping exposure.
Dude, and it rippled too. It wasn't just for you guys. It was anybody that touched you guys. I know that we had a brief uptick on our numbers too, because like Paige said, we had been following you guys for the last 8 months or so, and all of that product that we had put out covering the first few shows and the Beyond the Bells that we were doing with you guys came out right around then too. Like, that was a ripple effect. It really did touch all of the things touching you. It wasn't just for you guys. I can only imagine the increase in viewership and the numbers jump that you guys got on your own.
100%. And in Perth on that weekend, there was a lot of companies running little shows on the days leading up to it. So
it was like
they had a lot of
WrestleMania. Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah, they had a lot of just, you know, WWE fans rock up to little independent shows and different stuff like that. So it was awesome exposure for Australian wrestling and get eyes on us here in Australia.
You guys just had StarCast a week or so ago down in Australia. I'm not sure what part of Australia. Bret Hart Stampede, Australian Stampede was going on.
Yeah, that was in Melbourne. You had Bret Hart was here, Mickey James with her show. And then, a lot of great talent from TNA and legends like Shelton Benjamin and guys like that were in town. So, Melbourne was alive with that sort of...
It's like everywhere down there this year has just been getting a hell of a lot of attention from the wrestling industry, and I'm glad for it. It's great. You guys definitely deserve the exposure.
Yeah, no, it's been a lot of years, obviously, when COVID hit and that sort of stuff, that none of these tours would come down. But in the last couple of years, we've had, obviously, Haka, WWE, we've had NWA came, we've had, Marshy from New Japan. So we've had so many companies tour and use local talent here in Australia. It's been crazy.
I'm just waiting on you to catch your break in that opportunity, man, because it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. It's there. You've got the talent.
Yeah, no. definitely. I'm definitely hoping for it. I've hasn't been without trying already, but yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to the day that I can break into some of these shows and get my name around.
Any of it.
I'm just going to need for you to cram a demerit down Mr. Cliff's mouth, down his throat, one time. Every time I see a Mr. Cliff match, I always throw it out there because you don't ever know who's watching this. Like, you just don't. So like, one person, like if it was you or if it was like one of the banjo or Downunder or somebody, just cram a demerit down his throat and just nod your head at the camera, and I know it's for me because he deserves it so bad, and he has them in his pockets. Just take one out, cram it down his throat. It's for you in the USA, guys.
Yeah, definitely. He needs it. He doesn't shut up, so it'd be good when someone does that.
Oh man, but his character work is so fucking good. I mean, I gotta give the devil his due. That's you can't have fun with all characters, but he's somebody that I could have fun with.
Yeah, no, he's got a great character. Yeah, you love to hate him. So.
And it's built in that way. It's designed that way, and I love it.
Yeah, it's so natural for him. He is a teacher in real life, so it's very easy for him to dive into that and be such a dick.
God, can you imagine if he went in gimmick in class and just started like demerits everywhere? Pulls his ruler out and starts storming up and down the aisles. I could just see it.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't put it past him.
That's not even for a second. I wouldn't. No.
Well,
which makes it even more believable. Like I can see him being like that.
Let me ask you this real quick. 2024, we're almost 4 full months in. What's been one of your highlight moments of the year so far, or something that you've done in 2024? And again, I know we're early in it. That is the moment right now. Would it be picking up the championship again last month?
Yeah, that's definitely in the top 3 highlights there. Being lucky enough to get the heavyweight championship again. So yeah, that's definitely up there in the top 3. Probably the match has been on Friday. That should be out on YouTube soon. The Big Shed match, where I tagged with Downunder and Grim. That was an awesome experience, awesome match. So I look forward to you guys watching that one. And probably just the Fringe Mania was another highlight. Having an awesome match with Bob and being a part of that 6-man scramble match was a lot of fun. Very quick match, but a lot of fun. So those are probably my 3 highlights for the year so far. But yeah, a lot of fun had and a lot of fun still to come. Some great matches to come, hopefully.
I feel like this is the year. Well, we were talking to Angus not too long after we talked to you, and I make a nice spinning back elbow right there. I make no bones about it. Like, I literally put you over to just about anybody I talk to. And it's not, it's because it's true. It's not because it's just to do it. It's because it's actually true. But we were talking about what was next for you, and I was like, man, I don't like the way you lost to Dean Brady, and I'm not a big fan of this, I'm not a big fan of that. And he's like, well, I think you should make a run towards the Grand Championship. And I was like, well, duh, but I'm going to need for somebody to make that happen, because I think there's a huge opportunity for a Delta Redshaw match. Delta is blowing up on the scene down there, and you're physically empowering enough to present a big threat to her, because she's got the power game as well. I just think there's opportunity there.
Yeah, no, I definitely want a run at the RCW Grand Championship, no matter who's got it.
I wouldn't blame you if you waited until after Delta dropped it, though. That would not be a not smart decision.
Yeah, either or. I haven't had a singles match with Delta, so I'd love to. We've had a few little run-ins of tag team matches and stuff like that. I would love to challenge myself and go against Delta. Obviously, one of the hottest rising products in Australia and the world. So yeah, I wouldn't say no to a match against Delta, but unfortunately, the lineup to get in that match is a very big line at the moment. Everyone wants to wrestle. And she's a great wrestler, great competitor. So I'd love to test my strength and knowledge against her. Yeah, win or lose, I think it'll be a great match. And yeah, one day we'll get that ACW Grand Championship, no doubt about it.
No, I see that coming. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when, and when the story calls for it, and when the time is right. But you're kind of in one of those positions in RCW where it's like, in limbo until we see what happened at the Big Shed this year, and see how the match was laid out and how it was structured. Because then we can kind of elaborate. Oh, no, referee went down.
Oh.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Yeah, there's a bit of waiting to see what happens with me at Riot City at the moment. Haven't got any sort of storyline going at the moment, but there's just playing my role, and there's going to be something big coming soon, hopefully. So I can be a part of something.
Well, I'll talk off air because I don't want to spoil anything if I'm right. But I have in my head, I see some avenues. That's why I say I got to see how this match is laid out from Friday.
I mean, I know how I'd love to see you and Baron get in a ring too. Like that'd be sick. I could see you guys having a hell of a run.
Uh-oh. Oh, this motherfucker is going to pull his own Eddie Guerrero.
Again.
He just eddied you, bro.
Yeah, very crafty little man he is.
Well, he tried this earlier in the match. He got you in a DQ in the last match. This is like the third or fourth run at this, and it does work this time.
Oh.
Yeah, it worked this time, and unfortunately, like I said earlier, the stipulation was if I got DQ'd, I lost the title. So he got the title from this one.
AMT is like, oh shit, I gotta keep him out of jail. Hey boy, come on, let's get off of the ref real fast. You're gonna get yourself in trouble.
Let's track this. Hold on, let me turn this up.
I have every right to be angry. This ain't the way, bro. You can't be putting your hands on officials and doing all that shit.
Hey, guys, settle down. Oh, here we go. Look, I saw what happened out there tonight, and I understand why you're upset. But the simple fact is, you can't go putting your hands on referees like that. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to suspend you for a month.
What? Are you serious?
Nick, how about you? I can put my hands on you, right? See, you handled this like a champ, bro.
Guys,
like you're a consummate professional.
In your contract, it says
I'd have thrown that guy through a
get a
wall.
rematch. So when you come back from your suspension at ACW 100 next year, you will get another shot at the ACW Heavyweight Championship.
Well, that's probably why I didn't throw him through the wall, because I was waiting for the rematch. Yeah, I think if I threw him through the wall, I wouldn't have got that rematch, and I wouldn't be the champion right now. So it's great to have AMT there. He's like the lion tamer.
He kept you out of trouble, sir. That is exactly what happened.
If it wasn't for him, I would have probably punched that referee. No, he does a great job of controlling me. So he's not just a hype man. He keeps me in check, and helps me.
Some of us need that friend all the time, and I'm glad you have one. Paige, what's the start time on this next one?
Straight up, this should be ACW Rise to Glory 2023, and it should be starting at the beginning of the show. I didn't cut any entrances out or anything. We'll just get started with it. 3, 2, 1, play. All right. So this is another.
I'm gonna grab some coffee while this gets started up.
Right
Right
ahead.
back.
Yes, sir. This is a ladder match, or I think it's a ladder match.
Yeah, yeah.
I like this venue for ACW. I've seen several of the shows from there.
Yeah, this is where they hold their bigger shows. So they'll do this every couple of months, and then they do the home base, which we just saw there with Mr. Cliff. So this is their big show venue, where we do the bigger shows.
Oh, maybe I should have probably looked at this a little bit.
Yeah, I think you got some stuff here before the match starts.
Okay, well, we can tell John to catch up with us. Oh, well, here's the entrance that's happening. We'll be okay with it. Okay.
Yeah, he's on. Yeah.
Man, I remember, and again, it's not like it was that long ago, but I consumed so much independent wrestling and so much wrestling, period. It's like outside of the real job, it's the other job, right? I threw a congratulations tweet out when I saw you won the championship, and I tagged the wrong fucking Fed. And the guy's like, I had a DM from Richard. He's like, hey man, wrong Fed. I'm here. I was like, God, I'm so sorry. I'm such a dick. I'm such an asshole. Hopefully, I deleted it. Hopefully they don't see it.
No, that was fine. It was a simple mistake because I was going for that title as well, so
That's right.
easily to get them both confused. Would have been nice to have both of them, but that's okay. Maybe next time.
No, man, I'm glad that you're carrying a Fed somewhere. That's what I like to see. Ultimately, ACW's putting the faith in you right now to generate their income. Like, there's no other responsibility that is more critical and crucial because you're the guy. Everybody, regardless of how big or how small the Fed is, it's you're the driving force. That's the piece of the equation that I think some people lose sight of, regardless of what organization you're a part of. If you got a belt on you, then you're responsible for drawing the house.
Yeah, definitely. The ACW have been very good to me. I love my time there, and I love being the champion and representing their company. They're just growing bigger and bigger every show, and getting more and more crowd and doing more and more bigger stuff. So I love my time there, and I'm very, very grateful to be their champion and represent their company.
See, that's great to hear too. It's like, again, independent wrestling is what it's all about to me, and to see that even since the last time we spoke, that the crowds here are getting bigger. I heard, we talked earlier briefly. The Big Shed show had 100 plus year over year. And some people may not think that that's a big number. That's a pretty huge number when you're on the independent scene. Like, that's nothing to sneeze at. And so to see and hear that the crowds with ACW are getting bigger, that just means that the business is getting better down there. And that's better for all of you guys.
Yeah, definitely. Like the Big Shed was we had 300 last year, and this year was 400. So we had a 100-person increase in 1 year. So it just shows that they're starting to rise again. Wrestling's starting to become popular again, and obviously it was a huge help when we had WWE and stuff like that here. But it's quickly getting more and more in the crowd, which was awesome. And converting those non-regular fans into regular fans is what it's all about.
Mm-hmm. John, sorry, you're back. We had to fast forward a little bit.
Yep.
Because there was a lot going on that had nothing to do with what we needed to see. 10 minutes 34 is where I'm at. 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 40.
Right there.
There you go. All right. You guys are just sitting back and watching somebody get destroyed.
I mean, that's the way to go.
I mean, Redshaw hasn't moved from the corner. He's the smartest man in the ring right now.
Good, yeah, reserve it.
Yeah, these guys want to beat each other up, so why not?
I ain't mad at you.
Ranger Mitch, I don't know if anybody else is welcoming you to the show, but welcome to the show. Glad you're here.
Ranger, yes, good to see you. Lexi, inspiration for your ring gear. Where does it come from?
Yeah, so I before wrestling, I was a power lifter. So it's similar to a powerlifting sort of suit that you wear on the competitions and stuff like that. So just went along similar to that with the look and then the weight belt as well. And then where I got my first material from, they have all these different colours. I started getting different colours, matching the belts up to them and the shoes. I've got an awesome person here in Adelaide that creates my belts for me. Nutmeg Creative in Adelaide. He paints them up, puts my name on them, does an amazing job. So I was able to start mixing and matching the colours to the belts and shoes, and that's where the inspiration came from, the powerlifting days.
In other words, Lexi, don't F with him because he'll just pick you up and throw you across the damn room. That's what that means. You barely need a ladder here for you. Like, you're so fucking tall, man.
Reach it just from the match, and I was like, oh.
You need, like...
I tried to jump up there, but I hate heights, so ladder matches sucks for me. I can tell you that right now.
I agree.
I'm not very good at height.
Oh. I despise ladder matches. I think I've had two or three when I was in the ring, and no, not for me. I hate aluminum ladders. That's my big grievance. I'm not a fan of aluminum. And we're going back to like 2001, so 23 years ago, give or take.
Yeah, I don't mind. You get hit by one, that's whatever, but climbing up the top of one, and then if you fall off, just the heights thing sucks. So I'm not a fan of climbing.
A lot can happen with gravity from the top of that ladder to the mat. A lot.
Oh yeah, definitely. This one's got a very funny finish. This match, so I look forward to it.
I don't climb a rope or a ladder.
I had to get the end time on the match.
Yeah, even top rope is a scary place to me sometimes.
No, the bottom rope, the apron to the floor, like no. No, we're functioning on the floor or in the ring, and nowhere in between.
Yeah.
Oh, this does not look like it's going to end well for him.
No, it doesn't.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Ooh. Oh, he caught that in the top of the head, bro. Oh, is he okay? That's my question. Did you see the foot hit that, crack the guy on top of his fucking head?
Yeah, neither one of them had a fun time with that. Ooh.
Nice little buckshot lariat. You took that and sold it well, too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, he's this guy's pretty good, Ron Richer. He spent some time over in New Zealand at the Farley dojo, with Farley there, Bad Luck Farley.
Mm-hmm.
Himself and Vinny from RCW, they spent a couple months over there. I think Rowan actually started stayed a bit longer. So yeah, he's.
Oh, I love
Yeah.
the run that Vinny's on right now.
What he's doing here.
Uh-oh.
Oh. Oh.
Oh, you caught him. Oh, no. What are y'all doing? What are you doing? No. Uh-uh. Uh-uh. No, thank you.
Oh.
Oh, no. Didn't like that.
Look, it might be just a little fall, whatever, but that's a long way down, man.
And that's a big dude.
Yeah, I don't know why. I got up there. That was really hard.
It's the adrenaline, the fans cheering, your shit's going crazy in your head. Oh my god.
Damn. Ranger, no brutality spoilers. I've already seen enough, and I have to wait till next Friday, to even look at a piece of the show. Outside of
you won't be disappointed.
Outside of Riot City Wrestling spoiling some of it on social media.
Look, I can't be disappointed. That's not a thing that happens from you guys.
No, there's not been a single show.
One night I was very sad watching Riot City. But that was just because my family got kicked out.
Oh, bro, he was crying.
I did. We've talked about this though.
Yeah. Crying like a baby. It's great.
We don't need to keep reiterating it.
Oh, it's awesome.
Keep reliving it.
Anytime a storyline on any kind of television, professional wrestling related specifically, that can make a grown man cry, doesn't need. It's it's great.
I mean, I cry at cartoons, so it's not that big of a deal. But like, it did for sure.
Uh-oh. He just realized that ladder's not going to work for him.
It's not. It's not going to be tall enough. You need the other one, guy. Damn, that was a big boy for you to be handling on the outside there.
Yeah, no, Joe Mundy's he's been around for a while. He knows what he's doing. He's a solid bloke.
Uh-oh.
This does not
no.
look good.
No, anytime they both go up, it's like, oh, this is going to end horribly for both of you. Okay, cool.
Oh!
Oh, Jesus!
He gave 0 fucks. He just jumped. He just went. He was like, here we go.
Yeah.
Good God.
Crazy guys.
No, I'm not doing it.
Yeah, not with the ladders. No, I'm good. I'm super good. The cookie sheets, the frying pans, the barbed wire wrap, whatever you want, that's cool. Those ladders, nah, go fuck off. I'll take all those little things right to the face. Those things have abso-fucking-lutely no give.
Oh, see now.
Oh.
This is where the ladder's no longer needed.
Yeah, no, now it's down.
Yeah, it fell. The thing holding it up fell down, and unfortunately,
I mean,
the suitcase ended up right.
You gotta make chicken salad out of chicken shit in this situation. What I do like about this, though, like I try and find positive in every situation, right? You were not, you weren't dumb enough to reach down and pick up a ladder and set up a ladder. You actually just went, all right, and then you just start reaching for it.
I mean, this is what it is, and here we go. Yeah, no.
I thought that was awesome because we're not pretending like this fucking thing just didn't break and it's not right here.
Yeah, yeah. It's a
I
bit
mean,
unfortunate, but
technically, he had already knocked it down. He just didn't get to claim it. So it's still in play. It's still active. It's just not where it was.
yeah, 100%. It's still active, still clipped up, and I think I'm the first guy to win a ladder match without a ladder. So there we go.
That's a rare trait. That's a rare deal.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
So that was it was a fun little time. We just had to improvise a bit there, but yeah, something different. Something to talk about.
Well, now if anybody ever asks you, like, what's the strangest occurrence that ended a match, you'd be like, I won a ladder match without a ladder.
That's a conversation
Yeah,
starter. Hey man, what's your name, bro? My name's Redshaw. What have you done in the business? I have won a ladder match without the use of a ladder. Beat that. It's a conversation
That
starter.
at least makes somebody in a booker's position be like, wait. Sit down and tell me the story, because I need to hear that.
Yeah, it was a fun, interesting time, and don't worry, I copped some slack for the next few weeks about that. Everyone had a good laugh about it.
Oh, it's not your fault. You know, you didn't do it.
It was good recovery.
It was just a good. It was a good time.
Let me come over here to the main event of our stream here tonight. Before we even go into it, Redshaw, I'm gonna go ahead and thank you now for all the time that you've given us tonight, man, or tonight for us, daytime for you. It is always a pleasure to sit down and talk to you, and I just want you to know how appreciative we are for you, for everything that you've done for us, man. So thank you again for agreeing to come on and watch some of your stuff back and just have a good time with us tonight.
Thank you for having me on again, and thank you for staying up late to cater for the time difference. No, it's been great. It's good to look at a few of these matches that I haven't watched for a while, and this one here is going to be a good match as well. Havok, another legend. I know I've said legend a lot tonight, but yeah, you picked all the good matches against guys that have 20, 25 years in the business. They're no joke. Havok just keeps getting better and better as well. He's looking phenomenal at the moment. I was lucky enough to wrestle Havok at ACW actually in my first year, I think. We had a pretty decent match, and I think we smashed that match out of the water here with this one. So yeah, this one's going to be a good one to watch as well.
We got a comment from chat here. Ranger Mitch says, thanks for taking the time to take a picture with me on Friday as well. He appreciates it. I guess he was at the Big Shed event for Brutality.
He sure was.
Is that the picture I commented on?
Yeah, I think it was.
Oh,
yeah.
So, before we hit the play button on this, this is fucking great. This plays into everything that I say about professional wrestling, how it brings people together, and people I seriously think where 6 degrees of separation applies to professional wrestling. So, this is in random, and I usually don't comment, especially if it doesn't pertain to me. I try not to comment on anything because, again, I don't want to do anything. I was like, hey, I know that guy. And now this individual is here in stream, and we're brought together by our appreciation for you and Riot City Wrestling and Adelaide Championship Wrestling and all the independents that are going on there. And I think that's proof right there. It just happened. I'm glad that you had a great time down there, man. We have fallen in love with the Australian product from the first Riot City show. We got a chance to stream probably 6 or 7, 8 months ago. So shout out to you, and thank you for being a fan of professional wrestling, especially the independents. John, let's get this one going. 3, 2, 1, play. I did pick this one out because obviously we follow and have followed and have went back and watched a little bit of the Australian indie scene since we came across Riot. And Havok is someone that we came across there and dig his work too. So when I saw that it was out there and it was on Adelaide's YouTube page, I had to grab it. We have not seen it, and it's for the championship, and they give you time to work. So I know that I'm going to be in for something special, and I couldn't think of a better way to end the stream tonight than with a match that we haven't seen before, with individuals that we obviously like to watch. So here we go.
Havok is like I said, he is part of why SA Wrestling is where it is now. Himself and Hartley Jackson. You've heard of Hartley Jackson over in Japan. Those two pretty much started a company, another company here in SA Wrestling, which then sparked into what is now Wrestle Rampage, and then branched off into what is Riot City as well. So they were a part of what wrestling is now here in South Australia. Without him and Hartley, we might not be in the position we are now.
What's your timestamp, Paige?
I am at 140.59, 141 even. 01, 02, 03, 04, 05, 06, 7.
Okay.
Yeah, Redshaw just coming out, getting into the ring. About to do his flex down, his pose. John, I've made 2 hype videos. Or my first 2 attempts at hype videos. I don't know if you saw them or not. One was for Redshaw and the other one was for Skrilla. I don't know if those are good or if they're not good, but those are a lot of fun trying to put something together.
That was very, very appreciated of you making that one. I really enjoyed watching it. It was good. Trying to use it as my new entrance video eventually, so hopefully get that organised.
Uh-oh. If I need to make some modifications to it, I can make that happen. Just let me know.
What an advantage.
Yeah, easy.
I'm here for this.
Got new gear for this one as well. Special match. So I brought out the new.
Dude, I love that gear. That's awesome.
Looking lean is Havok. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the whole commentary table's talking about it too. It's like, yeah.
Redshaw looking bulky, but also pretty lean as well. Yeah, I gotta say, he's looking good.
That new ring attire by Redshaw.
Yeah, they're talking about it now. They're putting it over.
Yeah, some champ stuff.
So good.
And look at the fans of Redshaw. They are out in force here. Got their signs. Redshaw's gonna kill.
Look, man, they love you. They love Redshaw.
They have good taste.
Seeing those at the ringside.
They're a good bunch of fans, those ones are.
Used to being hated. I believe that he's no longer hated. Especially since he's shed, the evil, the conniving Benjamin Rosenthal. Yeah, but he has been very much.
Here we go. Here we go.
That's not well liked by the crowd. So I think that while Redshaw has that advantage there, if you heard the reaction for Havok there too, ever since he
wait, so in ACW, Havok has shed the ties to the old guard?
New version of himself. The fans
Well, Havok, I think in Riot is in. Isn't he rocking with Sabbath and, or is that, no, that's Boomer.
He is, yeah.
Or is he?
So not the old guard.
Two good guys.
Shit.
I 100% agree with you there, Carmine, and especially
Kings of Ruin.
looking at this, it's almost like
Yeah, the Knights of Ruin.
mirrors of each other, really.
Yeah, So Havoc's in Kings of Ruin. There's no Kings of Ruin stuff in ACW. And then Havoc used to be managed by Jen Rosenthal, who's now part of the old guard. They haven't got into ACW yet, which is good. Hopefully they don't come in.
Like, I'd just rather not have more of that kind of competition. Good God.
The old guard can stay well away from me and everywhere else.
With the exception of Rosenthal, I like the old guard. But Rosenthal is the guy that's like, oh man, if somebody would just turn on him real quick, that would be so cool.
He currently has a record of, believe it or not,
Yeah, he definitely needs to be put down somewhere. He's a annoying guy.
Certainly wasn't feeling like Jekyll and Hyde there.
Last time we saw Havok in ACW was against Zach Sabbath back in January 2021, and Zach Sabbath was successful on that occasion.
So this is his last one, 2021.
Yeah, just
round and round she goes.
And a big shoulder tackle.
Oh, so they just were talking about it's been since 2021 since Havok has even been in ACW. So
If someone put their foot on my chest,
it came in on status right there to pull a title match off for it.
Of course, the point I bring up is that the last time we saw Havok in a professional,
Yeah, and he can walk into any company and be in the top position. So very lucky to have him against a guy at this caliber.
Dude, he's very methodical in the ring. He is almost terrifyingly like smart as far as like how to make you hurt.
a more experienced Havok than the last time he showed up in ACW.
Yeah, no, he calls himself the Master of Mayhem for a reason. He can pick you apart and not just for himself, but he can use weapons a lot as well. So,
and God forbid you give him a good target.
Speaking of target, Redshaw was on it with that shoulder block.
That's
and now 3 years ago, now Havok, yeah, exactly. You know, it was a while ago, and so now Havok, I feel like Havok finally feels comfortable in his own skin, and so I think that despite that being
Don't break your hand, champ. Don't break your hand.
I think that he comes into this. Right now he's on the ropes a little bit, but he comes.
Yeah, no, I don't like giving chops. Is not my best thing, unfortunately. It hurt my hand more than them.
I'm not a fan. Never was a fan of taking chops. I'm
okay with it as long as you let me give back a few. I'll take them all day, but I'm gonna give back a few, and you're not gonna like it.
Oh, put on the brakes. No.
into the spine.
Oh, but he's not done. He slams you down on the floor. He's going after the back, bro.
Oh, massive amount of damage.
You know,
well, it's hard to use your power game if your back's out.
A little bit of padding, it's better. No, it is so.
Yeah, he's picked the target. He knows what he's got. He knows what he's doing, and exactly. He's going to take the power game out. So.
I'm having flashbacks.
Yeah, you have a few good shots to that spine, and your vertical lift is gone.
Maybe adding a bit of padding between him and that ring post we saw just before.
Yeah.
This is giving me PTSD from Fringe Mania, so I'm not sure if I can watch this. They continue to attack the back. If the weight belt comes off, I'm gonna lose my fucking mind.
Crashing down onto Redshaw.
Which of course Lena Havok, so maybe that's less effective than usual.
He's getting some hella air into those corners. Those elbows are coming in from way up.
Oh, gorgeous. And a bit of a turn in as he did it.
Far leg, just the 2 count, says the Nacho Man. Although he did show 3 fingers there, so I'm not sure what that was about.
No.
Oh.
Havok looking a little disappointed that he didn't put you away there.
Tell me.
Redshaw is my cousin.
Legitimately?
Yeah, well, Havok still thinks he can take out anyone real quick. So.
I was going to say, was it disappointment that he hadn't put you away, or just realization he'd have to do more damage for it? I don't know which.
It makes sense.
Yeah, I think the second one there. I think he realised still got to put me down yet. So got a bit more work to do.
Name was Redshaw, like Red Space Shaw.
Got him with that reverse elbow coming in, and he ate the boot.
I'll
Or as James Craig would say,
Up and over. I love that spin over.
Nice turn. But yeah, I cannot say who I'm rooting for just because if I go and say I'm rooting for one of these
For a
guys,
man
I'm
your
gonna be
size to
against it.
pull some shenanigans shit like that and the rollovers is just evil.
He is a legend after all.
Oh, yep.
oh, but Havoc's he's holding him.
Nice.
Good God.
Vertical suplex.
The power display.
If there was any question.
Oh my god.
But look, just Redshaw clutched his back first. Delayed in the cover, 2. And I think some of that work.
Good coverage on why the cover was delayed. That
Great sell on that too, yeah.
second or two grabbing the back before floating over.
You get an injury to your back.
Just little nuances, little minor storytelling.
You're not able to do a lot. Similarly to how shoulders
Uh-oh.
but it's a lot harder to target a shoulder in
Oh.
wrestling where it's easy, a lot of space.
No.
Oh, like we said, if you give him a target, God forbid,
Oh, did you see the desperation on that pinfall?
everything he throws at you is going to be right at your spine now.
And of course, we're talking about the
Facts.
experience of Havok Carmine, but the endurance factor would
Yeah,
have to go.
definitely that experience he's got there. He knows where he's going after, and yeah, with that, my back isn't the best, at the best of times. So,
Well, I mean, it makes him a very dangerous opponent every time you face him.
Does favor Redshaw, someone that has just got a little bit more, I would say, endurance.
It's great to be in the ring with Havok. You learn a lot, as you do with most people. But yeah, you learn heaps from him. And yeah, it's great to be in there, and it was a privilege to have such a big match and such a great competitor.
Ooh.
Let's just turn it into a good one.
Oh,
got
shit.
you with that missile drop kick.
Yeah, I didn't expect him to come off with a drop kick.
Trying to get it done as quickly as possible.
Oh, absolutely. 100%.
Oh.
The barrage continues.
Are you trying to finish the match straight away, or are you trying to wear them down over time?
Oh,
I think he's about to start getting frustrated here.
The quicker the match, the easier it is for you.
Yeah, and you get the same against
And
Yeah, I think he definitely wanted the match to be over there.
It can only take so much damage.
That's right.
He want to put me away pretty. He wants to put me away pretty soon. Otherwise, yeah, it's gonna be bad for him. But
Well, I mean,
He's
he
getting
may
hit.
be in control, but the longer he lets the match go, the more opportunity you have to turn it around on him.
Oh, what's he going for here?
yeah, exactly.
shit.
And he does some fancy stuff here.
That's the bow and arrow.
You don't see Havok pull this one out very often, but
I haven't seen this executed in a while.
work has been
In a minute, but keeping in mind the target and what he's going for here, it's a fucking perfect move.
that is going to be agony for Redshaw.
Oh,
It cuts his airflow, it keeps the pressure on his spine, it keeps his knees out from under him, it keeps him locked down. The whole aspect of it, and the roll up for the pin. What?
Oh, and frustration kicking in.
Yep, there it is. There's the first signs of it.
Frustrated, like we said, a legend of the scene. You think
Havok, it's starting to creep in his head. I don't know if I can do this.
I think it's a testament to the growth of
I mean, to be fair, if I'm in there with Redshaw, I'm probably thinking that too.
Especially after as many things as he's tried to put this away with. Oh shit.
Uh-oh.
He was going for that package pile driver, but no.
Mm.
Do you want to know an interesting fact?
Well, tell me.
In early Izzy Shaw days, I used to love a good jackknife pin. Loves them.
Izzy Shaw.
Nope.
Izzy Shaw.
You want to attack my back? I'll give you something in
Nope.
return.
Yeah, belly to Billy by Redshaw.
Oh my goodness. she is on point.
Oh, and a big kick out from the Master of Mayhem.
That's Izzy Shaw there on commentary. He's a wrestler here in Adelaide. Probably seen him around, but yeah, like he's trying to hand out a bit of commentary, which is very interesting. I really enjoyed listening to it.
Uh-oh.
Me too. Just not on live.
Trying to get the into it.
Oh no. Duck under.
What's gonna happen?
Oh,
Some
oh, counters.
punches.
Oof.
Midsection.
Nice lariat.
Short arm lariat, staggers
And this is what I was talking about. You give him opportunity and he can turn it around on him. And this is what Havok was worried about.
gingerly making his way into the cover. Doesn't hook
Oh,
the leg,
terrible
though, and
cover.
Havok kicks out.
That was sloppy. Not gonna lie.
Absolutely, yeah.
Also, he took too much time to get onto
That's
Havok.
lazy.
So-
That's still back, I reckon.
Little bit.
So my immediate question every time I hear somebody or see somebody question, those only two? I didn't. Yeah, bud, you didn't hook the leg. How are you shocked that it's only a 2 count?
Yeah, well, also don't forget the energy.
Take it
Yeah,
sight.
that's a good thing. Sorry.
Redshaw is no small man. Having to force him off your chest.
Yeah.
Get those shoulders up. That takes
Look
a
at
lot,
them.
doesn't it?
Good. Those announcers are doing a great sell job right there. Oh no.
There it is. It's the toll on the back.
The back of Redshaw buckles and Havok is going to take full advantage.
Oh shit.
Oh, bear hug! I haven't seen a bear
Smart.
hug in years.
Smart
We've seen
move.
several moves he's pulled off that have just been the right thing at the right time to put that pressure on the back, and I haven't seen them done properly in forever.
Wrestler, by the way. No one really knows that back in Brisbane.
You know, he pulled out a lot of new stuff, or like stuff he hasn't done for a long time, and it's, you know, if you study the tape of him, I haven't seen those for a while, so
All of
once
it
they
made
come in,
absolute sense. He was pulling just the right moves to do just the right thing, and it was perfect.
Redshaw got both feet.
that shows his experience. You know, I didn't know these moves were still in his repertoire, so it took me by surprise. But no, he got the right idea at the right time.
Third generation wrestler or second generation?
Possibly third.
Oh, this crowd's rallying behind you now.
He's finding out.
Redshaw is fighting out of this one.
Got out with the bell claps.
Havok misses the bear hug, only to be
Yeah, but the damage has been done. Now he's got to worry about it.
Oh, what's he going? What's he going for?
Oh,
Fall away.
But Havok, look, is Havok about to
I mean, that may have hurt him, but it got you too for sure. Like,
He's staying.
It bought him some time though.
Absolutely.
Bought him a few minutes. He needed the time.
Is that the smart and experience of Havok, or is that pure
Watching this as a fan, yeah, he's like, oh, I got a few seconds. Let me
A little bit of both.
I think for the first time in this
reset, regroup, refocus.
by the sounds of it.
Oh,
Needs that recovery time for sure.
Love the guy, but you know, Redshaw, he's proving his worth.
well, a lot of times in matches, the thing that I appreciate wrestlers doing the most is getting those couple of minutes apart, being able to capitalize and make the space, even if you can't utilize it to make your offense. Getting those rest spots sometimes is really hard.
As they say, both men, you know, jockeying for
Yeah, 100%. You gotta find time whenever you can to get stuck in the air and try and recover the best you can. So even if it does hurt you a little bit, to throw them away, but give you that time to recover.
But it's, you know, it's who is going to outlast who. It's like
Oof.
And this is a tricky spot to be in. Hey,
Jesus. Yeah, this is not an enviable place on the apron with Havok. Is not.
I avoid the apron like
Oof.
the plague. Oh,
Nice pump kick.
To the floor.
Redshaw.
Uh-oh.
but this isn't a good spot for Havok. You do not.
Now I'm starting to get a little concerned.
You will not hold the belt at the end of the match if this is.
Well, commentary said too, like, this is bad for Havok too. You can't win the belt on a count out.
Get the submission in the ring to become champion. Havok's got to get Redshaw back in. Oh, hold on. I
I don't think he was worrying about the belt too much. I think he was worrying about trying to destroy
Just
me
make
out
it
here.
to the bell, yeah, I think at this point.
wow.
But how much is that taken out of Redshaw?
So much. You can just tell.
Could we see a double
Physical
count?
taxing.
Oh, no, Redshaw
Breaks the count.
Interesting.
Yeah, Redshaw not wanting to take this one.
Redshaw wants to beat him definitively. Wants to beat him in the ring, in the middle.
Definitive defense for his
It's the only way a real warrior holds a title.
cover now. Hooks the leg.
Just a two.
100%.
Wow.
Not going to beat him by count out. There's no point. You know, I need to
Yeah, he's
pin him and obviously get your name
like we said
get your name in the history books as a pinfall victory over Havok.
long is that, you
It's something special as well.
Redshaw isn't in matches of this length all the time. No, but he's
Not
got
everyone
the
shares that
useless
mentality, but I do.
You fight at the top of the card, you're expected to perform.
What? Win if you can, lose if you must, but always cheat. It's what Jesse Ventura used to always say.
Yeah.
Oh, nice reverse elbow there.
Almost a Judas effect there. Goes for the
Oh no!
Oh, 1, 2.
That was a hard kick too, man. Jeez.
What a kick out!
Havok was so
We come up off the mat like 2 feet.
heavyweight champion.
How did Redshaw kick out?
This is a good match.
He's
Guys, Redshaw is
yeah, he's put people away at those blue thunder bombs before, so that
No doubt, it's
Desperation.
devastating.
Nacho Man administering the 10 count.
getting to the desperate stages here for me. One big move like that was all it's going to take. So
And Havok's up.
I had all my energy for this one, and yeah, this is very taxing. This match. He's a hard hitter, slammed hard. So by this stage, I was pretty.
Yeah, exactly.
Damn.
You got hit by a train, dude.
And look at this now.
Nuh-uh, reversal.
Great reversal. Oh.
Back elbow now from Havok. Getting up to the second rope, but gets.
Oh, nice.
Good kick. Oh, and he's in position.
Yeah.
Damn, there we go. Got him. What a
Hell
win.
yeah.
What a fucking win.
I bet he's underneath you like, get the fuck off of me, you big bastard.
I was just whispering something in his ear. So.
I'm trying to breathe down here. Jesus Christ.
That was a great win right there. Hard fought,
You know,
too.
and it's matches like that for the title that make the title worth having, because you see the struggle that went into keeping it. You see the pain and the journey it took to keep the title there, and that just adds to that legacy. And that's why it's amazing that you've got it.
It was a hard-fought victory. It was a hard-fought match. Hold on.
Yeah, no, it was a great match. This one, was one of my favorite. Is one of my favorite matches. Very happy with how it came out, and very appreciative of Havok. Yeah, like I said, learned so much from him, and his brain with putting stuff together is amazing. So it was great to come out on top, and such a great match. I think that was my first defense. So what a way to defend the title against such
Then
a
you
great
took a month
competitor.
off.
Yeah, I probably needed it after that match.
That was like, the way you're limping out of the ring, you needed a month. Shit.
We will see you guys later. Farewell for now, but not forever.
Oh, wait.
Bye, guys.
I didn't expect a big challenge like that for my first defense.
Who gave me a microphone?
The new era of
Let's see what you gotta say.
ACW has begun. The team's on Redshaw's back. Team Redshaw. Just take this to the top. Don't leave. Buy some merch. Have a beer with the boys. Let's go.
Yeah.
Listen, that was a great match, man. I haven't seen
You could
that.
tell how hard you fought. Yeah, you could tell how hard that match was.
No doubt.
No, it was crazy. It was crazy. Yeah, he hits like a train, that bloke, and it took a lot out of me physically. But yeah, I was very happy with the outcome and how that came off that match. And I've watched it back a couple times now, and I still, you're obviously going to pick holes in yourself a little bit. But watching that back a few times, it's always great to watch. It's a good match.
Solid. The whole night's been solid, man. Again, this has been a fun one. So as you have sat back and watched some of your stuff and watched it with us, like what's the one theme that you can say that you've seen tonight, or what stands out as something that oh, maybe I forgot about that, or anything that was like the highlight of the night for the stream? What would you say sticks out the most?
It was good to watch some matches back that I haven't watched for a long time, and it was good just to see my progress. You know, you watch from that first one with Rocky where I'm just going 100 miles an hour, not, no slowing down, no listening to the crowd, that sort of stuff, to coming to that Havok sort of match where more better paced, listening, reacting, that sort of stuff. So it's great to just sit back, and sometimes when you watch those sort of matches close together, to see your progress has been a highlight. Just to see, some days you don't feel the greatest, some days you think you're going backwards, but then to see that is always great. To think, oh, I've come a long way. It's only been a short amount of time, really, but come a long way, which is really, really great to see.
And you've come a long way, man. There's so much more happening. There's a lot of moving parts in professional wrestling, and it seems like Australia is kind of leading the charge a little bit as far as how to get noticed and get your stuff out there. I appreciate everything, brother. This has been fun. John, you got anything you want to say to Mr. Redshaw before we tie a bow on things?
I mean, besides the obligatory, absolutely thank you for being here. We've absolutely had a blast having you, and we hope that you want to come back and enjoy our time some more at a later date. We do love catching up with you, and as he said, you've come a really long way in the last several months. We've both had that in common. We don't intend on slowing down. We know that you don't either, and there's lots of new opponents to lay low before your feet. We are enjoying watching the progress and are happy to be along for the ride.
No, thank you guys. Appreciate you guys having me on here, and the support you guys have given me from when we first linked up. So it's awesome to see you guys killing it. I'm seeing all your stuff that's coming out and been watching it and stuff like that. So everyone who's on this stream and watching this, make sure you've subscribed to all these guys' channels, follow the X page, all that sort of stuff. Keep up to date with what they're doing. It's great stuff. I'm very thankful. I know myself and Katie and Angus are all very thankful for you guys shedding spotlight, not on RCW, but all of Australian wrestling, and giving us a bit of a platform over there in America to show our stuff. So hopefully, get some more eyes from American fans, and one day, it would be great to be over there and actually see it in person and hang out with you guys. It'll be awesome.
Oh man, that's gonna be good stuff.
You are teasing us with phenomenal times.
Yeah.
It makes all my giblies tingle.
And guys and gals, if you've made it this far with us tonight live on stream, or if you made it this far through the video, it's been on the screen the entire time at Redshaw Pro over on Twitter, X, and on Instagram. And you can find merchandise from him at ProWrestlingTees.com /Redshaw, or just send him a DM. And I'm sure you guys can work stuff out. That would be the easiest way to support Redshaw and support independent wrestlers, is if you can, buy a t-shirt. If not, head on over and like and subscribe. And you can also check out Beers and Brawls, and we'll have to link that in the video description below. So don't have that right now unless you've got it on you, Redshaw. You can support him there as well over on his platform on YouTube. It's really a fun show. Take us home, John.
Guys and gals, as always, it is a pleasure for us to share our passion for the industry of wrestling. It's also a pleasure to have our distinguished guests come and join us and share their histories and their careers. We love to explore their moments of greatness and their moments of sorrows right here live with you guys. It's always a pleasure to share it. We love each and every one of your faces, ladies and gentlemen out there in chat. Until next time, you know exactly where those elbows goes. Ding bells, do the thing, don't miss it.
We'll see you guys.